Next, we're going to talk about Erikson's psychosocial theory of development. In this theory, Erikson posits a set of 8 psychosocial crises that all humans have to sort out as they develop. The first of those crises is called trust versus mistrust, and this occurs during the first 18 months of life or so. During this stage, the infant is going to be uncertain about the world in which they live, and in order to resolve those feelings of uncertainty, that infant is going to look toward the primary caregiver for stability and consistency, specifically consistency of care. If the care the infant receives is consistent, it's predictable, it's reliable, then that infant is going to gain a sense of trust, which will carry them into other relationships moving forward as they continue to develop. And they'll be able to feel secure even when they are threatened. So success in this stage, trust versus mistrust, will lead to the virtue of hope. By developing a sense of trust, the infant can hope that as new crises arise, there's a real possibility that other people will be there to support them, that they can get through that. Failing to acquire the virtue of hope will lead to the development of fear. Fear in interaction, fear in relationship, really the fear that support won't be there when crises arise. The second of Erikson's stages is autonomy versus shame and doubt, and this occurs between the ages of about 18 months and 3 years. It's during this stage that children really begin to assert their independence. They really start to take steps away from their mother or from their caregiver. They pick which toys they want to play with. They make choices about what they like to wear, what they want to eat, those types of things. The child really is discovering that they have many skills and abilities, such as putting on clothes or shoes, playing with toys, eating food. Those types of things really illustrate that the child has this growing sense of independence, this idea of I can do. Erikson states that it is critical for parents to allow their children to explore the limits of their abilities with an encouraging environment which is tolerant of failure. We allow them to fail, to learn from that, and to keep going, to try again. Success in this stage is going to lead to the virtue of will. If children in this stage are encouraged and supported in their increased independence, then they're going to become a lot more confident and they're going to be secure in their own ability to do things, to survive in the world. If they're criticized, if they're over-controlled, if they're not given opportunity to explore, then they can become very overly dependent on others, lack self-esteem, really develop an inadequacy, this feeling of being inadequate.